Episode 6 of Dexter Original Sin, entitled The Joy of Killing. We start out with the distracted Nikki playing his handheld video game with he and his mom Becca heading out. They're preparing to leave from the garage when a masked man pulls up, knocks off the mom, and ties her up and seemingly kidnaps Nikki. Girl. Next we see Dexter and Deb at home. She tells Dexter that they are going on a double date with Sophia and Gio and that he needs to dress like he got some damn sense because she needs Gio to think that she and her family are cool. And I'm like, girl, grow up. Sidebar, we see Dexter with no shirt on here and I'm like, oh my goodness, Dexter. Harry comes in and tells Dexter to get ready for work as there is a new crime scene. Deb tells Harry she doesn't want Gio to meet him, and so Harry wants Dexter to report back to him on Gio. At the crime scene, there's a man with a plastic bag over his head. No one recognizes him. Dexter IDs self-inflicted scars on the body as well as bruises. There were 2 plastic bags over the victim's head, with the first bag having a hole in it, making it look like the victim poked a hole in it, but Dexter feels the killer wanted to make it look that way. He explains to Harry and Maria that he thinks that all the recent murders could be related despite a consistent MO. Dexter thinks that the killer is just learning how he enjoys killing. He also discovers that none of the victims were robbed in the process. He thinks they have a serial killer on their hands, but Maria and Harry disagrees. Harry has a flashback to Laura riding him like a tyrant every time she ride. Okay. All while Doris is pregnant. This is so messy. Harry says he has to leave. Laura doesn't feel good about being the other woman, but I'm like, girl, you knew from the jump that you were the other woman, so please. Harry wants to stop fucking, and Laura wants off the case, but he wants her on for a little longer so that she can get a meeting with Estrada. He then kisses her, which is so misleading, Harry. You just said that y'all needed to stop fucking and then you kissed this lady. She tells his ass to go home to his wife. Back to real time where we see Dexter plotting his move on Levi Reed's goofy looking ass. He's printing info on Levi when Clark pops up. Clark has been on my radar ever since I got a comment about him, and so I'm watching you, Clark, okay? Clark gets a call at his desk where he tells the person he'll let them know. Dexter then sees Captain Mustache in his office losing his shit. Becca then shows up to the station with her man, where he and Captain Mustache have words and eventually try to throw hands, so they are separated. Girl, just messy. We then see Captain Mustache trying to get info from Becca, but she doesn't have much to offer and just wants to find Nikki. Captain Mustache steps out to see Harry, who would love to be on this case, but he's at the bottom of the barrel because of the mayor's orders. Next, we see Dexter at a bar watching Levi and Brandy. He followed them to the alley where they were parked. He saw Levi pissing outside for the second time, saying that Levi loves to leave his mark on the world. Back at the station, he tells his colleague about he and Deb's double date. She says that he's welcome to use her boat if he ever wants to show off. Something tells me he's gonna take her up on that offer, but it is not gonna be for a date. Dexter then sees Harry marveling at the chance to have his old role back, but Harry says he's worried about Nikki. Dexter says they only have 10 days to find him if this is anything like Jimmy's case. Harry isn't certain that they're connected, but come on, Harry. 1 + 1, girl. Back to a Harry flashback. Laura is wired and Harry and Watt are listening in as she is meeting with Estrada. She's taken inside where we see a tied up Alfredo who works for Estrada. They caught him taking funds off the top and clearly were not having it. Bitch, they cut Alfredo's finger off. Both me and Laura were petrified. He then just ends up telling Laura that she's being promoted since they are, well, saying goodbye to Alfredo. Back to real time where date night has arrived. Dexter meets Gio and tells him he has nice teeth. Girl, please, Dexter. No social skills. He doesn't know how to be a gentleman either. And I'm like, Dexter, where are you from? They all eat dinner and start playing darts afterwards. He actually nails teaching Sophia how to shoot darts, which was cute. He actually learned that from Levi's goofy looking ass. A guy walks by and knocks Deb's drink out of her hand, and GL got his ass together, ready to square up. Dexter smoothly places his arm over Sophia's shoulder, and she actually moves it to her titty, okay? Baby, she's ready for more. Dexter goes to the bathroom and she follows him. When she enters, his goofy ass says, "Oh, this is the men's room." Oh, Dexter. Baby, she locked that door, unzipped his pants. He told her she should wash her hands of bacteria, and she told him not to worry, that she won't be using her hands. Bitch, Sophia knows what time it is. Girl, she blew Dexter's mind. Afterwards, they all go to Tiffany's house to hotwire and jack her new car. Dexter was the one who did the wiring. He ends up taking Sophia home where she wants to hang tomorrow, but that's Dexter's night to off Levi. So he says he's gonna go bowling for his league. She kisses him goodnight and goes inside. You know, I really hope he ends up fucking her brains out. You know, I just want that for the both of them. I know she wants it, and I know Dexter would enjoy it. The next day at work, Captain Mustache wants a lead right away for Nikki's case. Maria goes to Harry and she is working on the case for the body they found the other day. She thinks Dexter may be right after all as far as the case is being related. Harry has a flashback. He's with Laura and they're both looking at Alfredo's chopped off finger. Laura doesn't want to continue. She is adamant about Harry pulling her from the case, but he assures her that he's going to protect her, and I am like, I just know she's gonna end up dying because of this case, and it's gonna be Harry's fault. She asked him if he'd send Doris in on this mission, and he got silent. Watt comes in and tells Harry that Doris is having the baby, also known as Deb. He rushes to the hospital to meet baby Deb. They're both super happy, and Harry wants Watt to be the godfather. Girl, Doris clocked his tea and said that she knows he's been fucking another bitch. And that since he's a father again, that he needs to end that shit. He promised her that it was over. Back to real time, where it is the night that Dexter plans to off Levi's goofy looking ass. He follows him downtown Miami when he runs into Clark. Now, bitch, this whole time I was thinking Clark was on to Dexter, but he's actually likely in to Dexter. Yes, Dexter bumped into Clark outside of a gay bar, bitch. But honestly, I don't even think Dexter clocked it. His dick was just hard from his next kill. Ooh, child, some tea. We see Levi taking a piss in an alley, surprise, surprise, singing "I've been thinking about you" when Dexter pulls up behind him and says he's been thinking about him too, Dexter. Dexter is so funny. Oh my God, he poked him with that needle. Levi is out and they go to Levi's place. He wakes Levi up and tells him who he is and starts to show him pictures of all the people he killed. Levi had no remorse for those people and even laughs at watching his victims beg for mercy. He then tells Dexter that they're no different, that they love killing equally. Dexter says that he only kills innocent people. He then stabs Levi, and girl, it is a wrap for Levi's goofy looking ass. At work, we see a guy who is Assistant Chief Borley. He's there to support Captain Mustache and staff in hopes of finding Nikki. Tanya assures them that no evidence was found in the garage where Nikki was kidnapped. Everyone's doing what they can to come up with leads. Watt thinks that a Rafael Campos may be a lead. He's the head of a cartel whom both Captain Mustache as well as Judge Powell help put away. Captain Mustache is only becoming more frustrated as Harry watches like a sad puppy. Borley pulls Captain Mustache aside to tell him he's too late to the case. He assures Borley that he will not fuck this up as it is his son. Captain Mustache goes to his office as Harry follows him and pours them a drink. Captain Mustache blames himself for Nikki. Harry tells him it's hard being a father and that some things will just be out of their control as parents. He says that they will get Nikki back. We see Dexter taking Levi's body to the alligator lake. Then we see Nikki locked away being fed a Lunchable, much like Jimmy, girl. Oof. As Dexter is arriving to Alligator Lake, bitch, he is stopped by the cops. It is an active crime scene and they seem to have recovered the arm of Tony Ferrero Rocher. I'm like, I guess the alligators didn't want to eat his ashy arm, bitch. And because they didn't, Dexter might suffer for it, even though, we know he won't get away with it. But still, the intensity is always great. I love a cute cliffhanger, guys. What another good episode of Dexter Original Sin. Again, I am enjoying this series. I'm also realizing that I really am attracted to Dexter. Young Dexter, that is. Okay, let's talk in the comments.